Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Raine Plays. Today we are redecorating Cypress Terrace. I created a character, well, I got rid of the Spencer Kim Lewis's, and I created someone using the dice in Cass, and the only thing I can remember about him is his last name is Duncan. Uh, this is the before. Again, I took pictures, and then I did a video walkthrough. And then I took after pictures. Oh, and here is Bob Ross's cabin. Do they have Easter eggs in Sims 4? What was Bob Ross's cabin doing? I never noticed that before, ever. But anyway, before pictures, before walkthrough interior, and then after pictures and an after walkthrough of the interior. I know I said I wasn't going to do this house, but then I felt guilty because, the goal was to do every house in all of the worlds that I own. And just because I'm over this and I want to move on, it just didn't seem fair that I should just skip this house and move on. So I decided to just plow my way through here, see what would happen. It's not really as bad as I had anticipated, because as I've mentioned, I think several times now, I have been in this house before. I have worked on this house before. By the way, don't ask me why I didn't change the door. I changed all the colors in this room, except for the front door. There were a few errors, but you'll notice those in the after. But I did give it, well, I'm not going to say I gave it my all. Let's just say I gave it my best shot, because I didn't really know where I was going with this. EA created this Duncan character, and I don't know why. Why is this guy always gay? Every time they give me a gay character, it looks just like him. It's like, can't you be a little bit more creative? Like, isn't that funny coming from me? But I don't know the guy all that much. I'm trying to think, did he foreclose on the Lewises and then move in? Did he hit the lottery? I don't even remember what his characteristics were. Oh, he's goofy, he's a prankster, and something else. Materialistic or something? I don't know. I have no idea. But I think part of the problem with this is very typical. It's very typical EA cramming things in with the limited amount of items they can use, not really thinking about color scheme or where things should go, what is needed in a room. And then you go in here and you're just so disgusted that you just want to walk away. That's how I've always felt about this house. It isn't so much the design as it is the I can't even think of the right word, because I don't want to say. I mean, look at the walls, and then they use this cheap, the cheap cupboards, all these silly pictures. There's one piano in the whole house, and they make it sound, well, isn't she though? The mom, musical or something? Whatever, I don't know. It's just so ugly. And then windows, some square windows. It just looks, and they had them way so low. I lifted everything. But I think I mentioned in my last video, the reason I didn't want to kind of mess with this is because it is, for The Sims 4, it's an iconic house. It's just one of those houses that it's there, everybody knows about it, and I didn't want to mess with the design. So I just tried to fix it up as best I could. I mean, look at the colors. Of course, again, should I be saying that? And this, why is there, it looks like a saber-toothed tiger. That's the first impression I get. I just don't like it. There's a desk in every room with nothing on it. They fiddled. I think this house was sort of like a showcase for users. Look what you can do with the lights. Um, Look how you can fiddle with the window shape, and you don't have to have 4 rooms in a box, something like that. But there's another one. I don't know if you noticed it, but the outside trim ends up coming onto the inside, but only in places. Not completely around, but just in places. I couldn't get rid of it. If I got rid of it inside, it disappeared outside. But that's always been an issue with this game. So I'm not a big fan of trim, but like I said, I went back in with a different attitude. I tried my best. As you can plainly tell, I'm more interested in the view than I am in this house. It's in a great spot. And I'm so happy. Look at this. Somebody didn't care. Somebody did not care. I was like, I gotta get out of here now. And yes, I do still, excuse me, I'm still sick. It's only been day 2, going on 3 now. So it's going to get worse before it gets better. But, oh, hey, there's a computer on a desk. Wonderful. Um, I don't even remember what I was saying now. Oh, well, yeah, the landscaping, no, the outside view I love. I said it was in a good spot, and I'm very happy to know now that Bob Ross's cabin is up there on the hills. That's pretty cool. I did not know there were any Easter eggs in The Sims 4. Yeah, this guy here. I mean, look how they dressed him. But he has that wonky walk, and he's got that goofy voice. So, oh, this is after. This is the after now. This is what I did to it. And again, I took advantage of the new, my latest city living items. But you'll see mistakes. Now, I changed the roof here under the assumption it was a greenhouse. I don't know why. So it's a big mess inside the first floor room off of the kitchen. But see, I did not touch anything. I just tweaked a few things and recolored a few things. But that's basic. Oh, well, yeah, I did do some landscaping, I guess. Excuse me, I sort of like mushed all of their plants together and then added some more. That's all I did. But, yeah, the door is still orange. That was one of, I think, 2 or 3 mistakes. I guess I'm always going to have mistakes. I shouldn't anymore, should I? I should really... I don't know. Well, 4 mistakes, because you see I put that bar there. I had 2 of them little sitting stool type things for seating, and then I'm like, wait a minute, this dude doesn't have a bar. So I came all the way back down here. I plunked that thing in, and then when I came in, there's the bar. So now he's got 2. Oh well. So you see, I kind of left these rooms the way they were. I just redecorated. I changed wall colors and the flooring. The flooring they had down here was the cheapest floor, which makes no sense to me because this is probably the most expensive house in the entire world. Well, Willow Creek world. So I just changed it out. There's another thing peeking through the ceiling there, and that was there before as well. I don't know how to fix that stuff, and it's got everything to do with trim, so I don't know. Now, the 3rd floor of this open room here, when I first came in, there was like a living area for Grandpa, and I got rid of it before I decided, that was one of the things that I did originally. And then I decided to walk away. But then when I came back, it was already gone. I didn't want to try and put it back because I knew that would screw up the windows. So I just left it open. But I imagine that might be one of the reasons why the Spencer Kim Lewises were so, I don't want to say unfriendly, but they weren't the most social. They would come to a house. I call them housewarmings when you move in and they come over with the fruitcake. But that's the only time you ever saw them. They'd walk around. You would see them walk. See? Had no idea. That was my bad. I did not even notice it until I did the video. But what I'm getting at is this family kind of keeps to themselves. And then you have the two of them dying off so fast. That, again, I don't know what I was thinking. So the walls up top there are all wrong. They're all wrong. See? Whatever. Nobody will see it. Don't look up. So I got rid of that silly garden. It was so ugly. And I just gave them a pool. I don't know why they didn't have a pool to begin with. I have no idea. And then I just put some bushes in there because I didn't want the pool coming straight up to the, yeah. And those holes, right there above the little patio thing, I'm pretty sure this was just a house that would show players the different things that they could do if they wanted to get a little funky or wild with their builds. I'm pretty sure that's what this house does. So, and this thing, I kind of gave it my own little touch. It wasn't going together too well without using that cheap cabinetry. So then this is the second floor. Again, I just changed the walls and the floor. Added my own little touches. See, it just doesn't connect. Why would it connect on that first floor but not on the second floor? It's got to be something I'm doing wrong. I don't know. This is kind of like the geeky floor. This is his room. I don't know. And you guys might be thinking I'm a big fan of blue when I'm not. It's actually my least favorite color. But I'm noticing more and more that a majority of these homes have some kind of a blue theme to them. And I just keep sticking with it. So, but again, it was just for Willow Creek. I stuck to the neighborhood aesthetic, but I don't want to do that moving forward, although I keep thinking about Oasis Springs, and it's all that Southwest Spanish. I don't know how I'm going to, unless I make a bunch of McMansions and pretend it's Arizona, I don't know how I'm going to get around that. But I think moving forward, I'm just going to do what I want to do. I'm no more of this making sure. Well, there are a couple houses in Oasis Springs that I kind of liked, and I'm going to stick with that, but not all of them. I think most of them look the same. They're built the same. It's just that one home is slightly bigger than the other, especially when you get up. Well, aside from the land grab's house. And I know a lot of people had complaints about the land grab's house, but I didn't think it was too bad. I love that light. I never saw that light until today. That is so cool with the birds. Everybody probably think it's really dumb, but yeah, so this is the third floor. I gave him a game room, and then I gave him, I was thinking it could be like a guest room, but then I thought, no, this guy probably has some really wild stuff in his inventory, so he just kind of crammed it into this last room up here. This bathroom was like this, but it only had one sink and one toilet. And I gave them, there's a shower on that side, and then I gave them the 2 toilets and the 2 sinks. So this is like his stuff from his, I guess you could say childhood or whatever, stuff he didn't want to throw away. So he just put it all in this room up here. I don't know. But he is flamboyant, so I figured I'd give him brightly colored stuff. I don't know. I really don't know. But we're coming up on the end here. This is it. That was the tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Uh, I'm glad I did this. And I'm sorry I told you I didn't want to do it, but it was true. My heart just wasn't in it, but I soldiered forward like I always do. And I don't think it's too bad of an end result. Kinda neat. Certainly nothing spectacular that other people could definitely do 1,000 times better than me, but it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, my Duncan guy went to sleep, so everything went fast forward. Well, not too bad. Alright, well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.